Hey, Steamboat Gravel and Ride for Racial Justice. This is James Shepperd. I'm 45 years old from Washington, D.C., and currently living in Bratislava, Slovakia. What first got me engaged in bikes and cycling? Well, I was 3 years old, sitting on the back of my dad's 10-speed on the child seat. My feet wandered out of the stirrups and into the rear wheel and got mangled by the spokes. Since since then, bikes were in me, so to speak. I didn't really need to pursue them; they were in my blood, and have stayed with me for 42 more years. Member of a cycling club. I am a member of the company's cycling club. I work for a cybersecurity company called ESET in PR. There are about 200 members, 100 of which are active cyclists, I would say. And we get together for a few rides during the year. 2020 was a wash, obviously, but still we do group purchases of kit and things like that. So it's fun, but nothing really competitive. Longest bike ride or adventure. Generally, my weekend rides are about 50 to 80 kilometers, so 30 to 60 miles. When I have time, I can push that up to about 90 kilometers, 90 miles. So 145 kilometers. It's a big time constraint with two kids. That said, I have done some mountain bike marathon racing at both 45 kilometers and 75-kilometer lengths. So yeah, all off-road in the Carpathian Mountains here. About 10 of those, I would imagine. And then I've taken some tours of the Big Island of Hawaii, Arizona, the UK, and then some longer rides here in Central Europe. Beyond that, adventures could be anything. I'm an adventurous person when it comes to bikes and have taken my bike everywhere I've lived. Documenting training. Yeah, I would love to engage with coaches and mentors, especially for a ride like this, and especially from riders of color. I'm sure they have a lot of interesting stories and experiences to share. I do blog for the company I work for. I've put two links in the written version of my interview, and you could check those out. And I think that's actually one of my skills that I could lend to the project, and definitely to help showcase my experience at Steamboat Gravel. Social media. So not big on it, but I do hold accounts in Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. Generally, I just support Facebook and LinkedIn. On Facebook, I am Bike Bacha. That's BIKEBACA. And on LinkedIn, it's just my name, James Shepperd. The company is ESET, ESET. With regard to supporting Ride for Racial Justice and its goals, in past, I have participated in several projects, mostly to do with recycling, upcycling, and community provision of bicycles for transport, both for kids and adults. A lot of that was for development projects in West Africa and Southern Africa, but I've also done similar things for the Washington Department of Parks and Recreation, and setting up small programs for kids within the city, and also fix a bike, take a bike kind of programs, and would like to do more of that. Here in Slovakia, we do have our own marginalized communities of color. I'm speaking of the Roma people here, who are often marginalized with respect to education, employment, and I would include transportation and recreation. So I do see parallels and points of intersection with Ride for Racial Justice's mission, and do think I could support with editing, proofreading, copywriting, storytelling, and fitting in with scaling up storytelling for communities of color. Thank you so much. Hope to see you in Steamboat. If not, I will be riding along with you in spirit. Peace.